Tesla stock is down in the pre-market a little under 0.25%, sitting at 234.96. With the Cybertruck delivery less than a week away, is there any way the stock stays at these levels? Will it go lower? This isn't a battery day. Not even an AI day or even an investor day where a lot of nuggets or gems of information can get lost or misconstrued in the shuffle. This is an actual, tangible product, complex, manufactured item that can be purchased. Hasn't been released yet and won't be ramped up to any significant volume until 2025. This is hard to misinterpret. Elon Musk slams insane Swedish strike, Cybertruck launch buzz, Rivian's RJ Scaringe gets into the thick of product development, and more. Biggest EV stories of the week. Most electric vehicle stocks settled the week lower, although leader Tesla and the Chinese EV trio managed to end in the green. The lackluster performance came despite the strength seen in the broader market. Here are the key events that happened in the EV space during the week. The strike by Swedish trade union IF Metal against Tesla, urging for a collective bargaining, precipitated this week. The situation prompted Tesla techno king Elon Musk to comment, as the Swedish Postal Service joined the strike in sympathy, which prevented license plates from reaching new Tesla cars. The billionaire said, "This is insane." IF Metal, one of Sweden's most powerful trade unions, has been leading strikes in 8 Tesla workplaces in the country for about 5 weeks now. I'm curious to see how much longer this will last. With the Cybertruck launched less than a week away, Tesla fans and influencers are flooding social media with photos of the electric pickup truck arriving in several locations. Musk confirmed on X this week that Cybertrucks are on their way to Tesla stores in North America. Yeah, that. Future Fund's Gary Black relayed his excitement about the vehicle in a few posts, calling the Cybertruck the biggest people magnet. The fund manager expects Cybertruck to have a halo effect on the rest of Tesla's EV lineups. The Cybertruck won't ramp to any meaningful volume until about 2025 or so. And that's if everything goes smoothly, but as you can tell, the Cybertruck isn't for sale, and people are lining up just to see it. By proxy, they're going to see other things that the Tesla storefront has to offer. The other vehicles in their lineup, battery storage, solar. This halo effect Gary Black speaks of, yeah, that's an understatement. Tesla is looking to implement its full self-driving technology in China. If you think Tesla's full self-driving dataset is huge now, yeah, it's about to get much, much bigger. Have I said that before? Nah. Rivian's RJ Scaringe assumes expanded role. Rivian Automotive said in a filing that CEO RJ Scaringe will assume direct responsibility of all product functions, including software, autonomy, design, vehicle, electrical, propulsion, and programs. The development assumes importance as the company is revving up efforts to develop its R2 lineup of affordable EVs based on a different platform. Everything is on RJ's shoulders. The success of Rivian's R2 platform will be on his back. This is a scary yet bullish move by RJ Scaringe. Put yourself directly in the crosshairs should any hiccups arise. But you also set yourself up for automotive glory should the R2 platform get off the ground smoothly. Rivian Automotive will live and die by the actions or inactions of RJ Scaringe. FISKER stock rallies following quarterly report filings. Shares of EV startup FISKER rallied strongly on Friday after the company filed its delayed 10Q report. The report showed that FISKER's third quarter revenue came in way below expectations. NIO executive refutes report of potential collapse? Chinese EV maker NIO president and co-founder dismissed rumors of the company going out of business. NIO will not go out of business, and there is absolutely no possibility of it going out of business, he reported. The company, which sells premium EVs in China and a few European markets, is struggling amid the inclement economic climate and the aggressive price war in the industry. There hasn't been any casualties of the price war yet, but you'd have to imagine if your cost to produce battery electric vehicles exceeds what you make from profit, lowering prices seems unfathomable, but it's been happening, so something's gotta give, right? GM's Cruise, Mole's guarded robotaxi restart? General Motors' Cruise, which was forced to suspend robotaxi service in California following a few mishaps, is set to relaunch in a new city. Once we have taken steps to improve our safety culture and rebuild trust, our strategy is to relaunch in one city and prove our performance there. It is also planning a longer-term strategy around the Origin, a multi-passenger vehicle designed without a steering wheel or other controls for operations by a human driver. I'm telling you right now, Cruise, Waymo, they're all treading a path down a dead-end street. They just don't know it yet. Operating with extensive guardrails in a geofenced location is one hell of a party trick and has its purposes, but once Tesla solves for that autonomous generalized solution, it's a wrap, folks, for both Waymo and Cruise. There are millions of Teslas on the road right now with the FSD software, and with the flick of a switch and over-the-air software update, all of these vehicles are capable of being robotaxis. Not only is your software lacking, but you won't even have the necessary vehicles on the road to even think about competing with Tesla's potential fleet. Seems like a no-brainer to me. With that being said, FSD Beta is indeed just that. It's still a beta, at least the version that I possess. And by no means is that thing perfect. Let me show you what I mean. This is our Black Friday journey. We're headed to Best Buy, and without fail, I mean every time I have FSD Beta engaged, we'll up when Yosh-chan's in the car. My wife is the harshest critic of FSD Beta. She's not a believer, but we're gonna get her there. We're gonna get her there.
Living a dream, the alternate reality. Cash rules, that's my everyday mentality. Guess that's why all these haters are mad at me. Oh, no, you digging the flow. Music's chilling while I'm spilling these feelings, it's cold. Pick the best out, soon as they enter my glow. I'm like the US to a British shit, I'm still in the show. Like step in my lane, trace every step that I'm taking. I'm headed right to the top until I'm famous. My words are drawn, you stare at in amazement. You pray that I fall, I'm sorry that I made it. Know what the state of being or jaded feels like. With a perception matters more than real life. Your dream car takes space in my yard. Got investments in Mars while you shoot for the stars. Look, look at how we shine. This is the life. House on the heat. This is the life. Counting no bill. This is the life. This is the life. Look at how we shine. This is the life. House on the heat. This is the life. Counting no bill. This is the life. Yeah. Picture this, taking off the whole summer. When bill collectors call, you must have the wrong number. Shows overseas, they got love for me, but best believe I'm touring Belize just for me. Oh, I'm getting it, my grind is relentless. Forgetting how to use the word budget in a sentence. They all trying to fit in where I gets in. I'm flying out to unknown settings. Look at how we shine. This is the life. House on the heat. This is the life. Counting no bill. This is the life. This is the life.
This was a disengagement. The car hesitated as it was trying to merge into the feeder lane. We got honked at. I had to take over. It was a big ordeal, but we can't let that discourage us.
Look at how we shine. This is the life. House on the heat. This is the life. You counting no bill. This is the life. Yeah. Look at how we shine. This is the life. House on the heat. This is the life. Counting no bill. This is the life. This is the life. Look at how we shine. This is the life. House on the heat. This is the life. You counting no bill. sail. I've got my feet in the water and it's cold. I've got my hammer on the nail. When I was a boy in New York City, I thought I'd ride the world with my thumb. The drinks would be cold, the girls pretty. I'd play a tune that everyone could hum. From debutantes to laborers and bums. I've got my eye on the highway.
We have another disengagement. This is really not FSD Beta's fault, but it's not a smooth drive. Not to mention our tires approaching the 50,000 mile mark, all 4 of them. Instead of inflicting more damage to the tires, we decided to disengage here and steer away from the road bumps there.
Got my boat set to sail. I've got my feet in the water and it's cold. I've got my hammer on the nail. The freight trains, brickyards, and gamblers.
As you can tell, the construction in Seco Ranch is quite extensive, but FSD Beta has to learn to navigate this. So I personally do not shy away from activating FSD Beta in a construction zone.
When I'm on the road, they're my guide. When I think of the miles that I've wandered and rambled, it makes me want to take another ride. With only my 6-string.
And disengagement 3, the construction around. There was a car that merged in front of us. Our AI student driver FSD Beta 11.4.4 didn't feel like it was trying to slow down, so I had to intervene. Wasn't ideal, but them's the breaks. We disengage, we report it. The Tesla team will do with that information as they will.
At my side, I've got my eye on the highway. I've got my boat set to sail. I've got my feet in the water and it's cold. I've got my hammer on the nail. I've got my hammer on the nail.
Student driver.
What the heck?
Now it's stuck. Now this is something I've never seen before. The system just winked out. I'm not sure if it's the environment, but at this light, FSD ceased to work. Blank screen, folks. Now it's back. So a little blip right there where the computer just froze up. Came back shortly, but yeah, that might be something to look into. All in all, I would consider that a failure. And like I said, whenever Yosh-chan's in the car, it seems like AI student driver 11.4.4, mind you, just shit the bed. I can't get this thing to perform properly with her in the car. From Best Buy to Sephora, though, we get any luck here? bad that FSD may do, but look at the good there. That truck darted out in front of us and it handled it flawlessly. No real jerky motion, it just internalized that and handled it better than I probably would have, and keeps it pushing. Have yet another disengagement. AI student driver FSD BETA 11.4.4 hugging the construction zone a little too tight maybe. I'm not sure it would have veered off into the construction zone, but it was a little too close for comfort. Yet another disengagement. It did not exit in time. I gave it every opportunity to, and yeah, disappointment. I honestly believe it's because Yosh-chan's in the car that our AI student driver FSD 11.4.4 is truly just intimidated by her presence. Although we didn't disengage there, the wife was very nervous when AI student driver FSD 11.4.4 paused briefly in the middle of the road as it waited for people to clear out. You may not have heard it, but she was pretty much flipping out. She thought that the car was trying to kill her, I guess. But we finished our second leg of our Black Friday journey. How does it do getting us home?
Is done, it's our time for having fun. I'm gonna party hard until the sun comes up. The music feels so good, dancing is what I love. We feel the heat tonight, the mood is feeling right. Until the sun comes up, we're gonna party hard. Is done, it's our time for having fun. Getting down to the summer sounds, races booming, cruising round. Stop the car, the date is done. It's our time for having fun.
Yet another disengagement. Now, I do believe the FSD was going to the right. My wife told me to go to the left, so when the car was going right, I disengaged. I think AI student driver FSD 11.4.4 would have made the right maneuver, but given that there was a human in the road, I decided to take over. I mean, I am liable if this thing does go off the rails, right?
The mood is feeling right until the sun comes up. We gonna party hard. Cruising beat, summer heat. Feel so sweet, feel so sweet. Old school, new cool. Rock this beat, rock this beat. Getting down to the old school, just to kill with the new cool. Once the working day is done, it's our time for having fun. I'm gonna party hard until the sun comes up. The music feels so good. Dancing is what I love. We feel the heat tonight. The mood is feeling right until the sun comes up. We gonna party hard. It's that time. Party, party, yeah, yeah, yeah.
One Christmas morning, me daddy rode home. Mother was terribly cross. Me father said, "Darren, it's Christmas, my lovely." And I said, "I don't give a toss." I spent all the morning cooking the goose, and I peeled the potatoes as well. You're drunk as a skunk, and you know flipping use. It's another miserable Christmas. Now look at the state of your father, she cried. He's as drunk as a drunkard could be. It's always the same, he just puts me to shame, and for all of the neighbours to see. I spent all the morning cooking the goose, and I peeled the potatoes as well. You're drunk as a skunk, and you're no flaming use. It's another miserable Christmas. The old man fell asleep in a big drunken heap.
This four-way construction stop is not ideal. I had to hit the accelerator to let the car know that it was his turn on the four-way stop. This is where I think that the stoplight above is sending mixed signals. Not a disengagement, but definitely a report.
Out of the old Christmas tree, then bound over and knocked the tree over, and others.
Little bit of lane confusion there as well. Not a disengagement, but worthy of a report. AI, student driver, FSD BETA 11.4.4, tripping at the finish line. And although this was not an ideal, perfect FSD drive, we accumulated some much needed data for the FSD team, and with any luck, future versions of this software will eliminate these errors. In conclusion, how much longer can these Swedish unions over there hold out against Tesla? Will it do any good? The Cybertruck is garnering quite a bit of attention. RJ Scarange is putting all of Rivian in his backpack. Can he carry the team to absolute victory, or is ruin just across the horizon? FISKER finally filed its 10Q and the stock went higher. Weird, but I guess. NIO swears up and down that they're not going to go bankrupt. Me think thou dost protest too much? GM's Cruise has plans to relaunch in another city. They've got a hard road ahead of them rebuilding trust. But as a wise man once said, when you're going through hell, you keep going. And we've got an FSD drive that is lackluster at best. Not a good drive, but a necessary one as we navigate through construction and expose some corner cases that could be helpful to the Tesla FSD team. That's all I have for you today. Be easy.